Hi gang, I wanted to give you a quick rundown on what I thought of the pitches. I've seen them all now, I've gone through them and I've left comments, so please read through that. I thought that there were some really stellar ones, and I highlighted a few of those on the front page of the site. And there were some that I thought frankly don't represent the best work of the people who did them, and I hope that they improve. And then there's a bunch in the middle. And the stuff that I saw mostly that I think you could use the most work on is the idea of what an elevator pitch is. An elevator pitch, well, a pitch in general is a sales job, but the elevator pitch is really a sales job, especially this first sentence. You really want to grab my attention and tell me what this story's about, and shock me or surprise me or say, wow, that's really cool, I didn't know that, right? And some of the pitches did that, but most of them didn't. So a lot of you really sort of buried your lead. You put really good stuff way down in the pitch, and I get to that and I said, wow, why isn't this up in the top? Why isn't this where it should be, which is in the first sentence of the pitch? So you really need to pay attention to that maybe you're a little shy, a little reluctant to sort of sell yourself, but that's what a pitch is for, is to grab somebody's attention from the very beginning and carry them through and say, wow, this is a really great idea, this is new, this is fresh, this person seems to have done a lot of research, I'm impressed with them, their writing style's good, I don't see grammatical errors, there's a lot of thought gone into this, and there's some really good contacts I didn't even know existed that would be good, and they can deliver this. So that's what you want to do with the pitch document, and I didn't see that in a lot of them. I saw stuff that was sometimes sort of academic, certainly some that was sort of meandering and slowly got to the point. And frankly, if I was an editor at a magazine or a newspaper or television, I would read through that, and well, I wouldn't read through it. I'd get through the first paragraph and say, well, there's nothing new here. And it wouldn't be, the new stuff wouldn't be until later down, but I wouldn't get to that. So you really need to pay attention to that, I think. The other thing is that there's a lot of reliance on academic expertise. And really, in a piece like the ones you're working on, you really want to talk to people who are on the front lines, people who are in Aboriginal communities, people who are using Pinterest, people who are using devices to track their fitness, that kind of stuff, rather than relying on academic experts. There's a place for academic experts in stories that are about real people doing real things in social media. Less of an emphasis, I think, needs to be placed on academic experts who are theoretical, that are sort of thinking about it from a theory point of view, from that kind of academic point of view, and more. So if I was going for academics, I would be going after somebody like Dana Boyd, who is an expert on social media and studies social media and is right in there in the trenches. She's not sort of thinking about it through a theoretical Marxist construct or something. She's actually on the ground working, and there's lots of journalism expertise in academia, but you need to have people who are actually practitioners, who aren't just sort of theorizing it from an armchair, but are actually in there doing it, if you include them. But certainly that would be the first place I'd go to when I'm thinking about a story. I'd be going to the people who are actually doing this stuff first, and then maybe bounce it off an expert later. But a lot of your pitches start with people from experts from universities, where I just don't know that that's necessary right off the top, and certainly not out of just Western. I mean, if you don't know about Profnet, Profnet, please check it out, profnet.com. It's a tool that you can use, that PR people use, that journalists use all the time, to get academic experts from all over the world commenting on their story and providing expertise for the story. So make use of that. You don't have to be parochial. You don't have to stick to Western. So those are sort of the two main areas. And another area was the sort of grammatical errors were really bad in a pitch. Not having the right URL for a site that you're mentioning that's the center of the pitch is really bad. Those are just sort of instant spikes, right? So is sort of too casual, too chummy language in a pitch, because you're dealing with professionals and you're dealing with somebody that expects to have a degree of respect. So being sort of really casual isn't good. And also sort of making mention of stuff that you don't mention in first reference, so that somebody reading says, oh, well, who's this guy, or what's this? I didn't, you can't be sure that somebody's going to follow a link that you say, see this link, and then make a reference to something that's in the link as if it's a second reference, when in fact for many people it'll be the first reference. So those are the main things. I'll talk a little bit more in class, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of what I thought of the pitches, and I hope that's helpful to you as you work and develop your stories. Thanks. Bye-bye.